Hey guys, Galactic Flame here with a new What If. What if Deku was the king of the monsters? I hope you guys enjoy, and without further ado, let's get into this What If. Disclaimer, this is major spoilers for Godzilla King of the Monsters, and also the story is just a bit cliché and definitely written poorly due to inexperience. We start our adventure on the ocean floor of the Japanese Sea. Two scientists are studying capsules of blood marked from 0 to 17. They have been testing the result of mixing the blood. By using a special chemical compounds that replicate isolated cells, they hope to create a new organism. However, it seems to be a failure, and most of the DNA reacts negatively to the compound, which suggests that the animal DNA is drastically different from normal animals. As expected, scientist B says, the Titan DNA cannot be treated with conventional means. We need to create a new compound from the cells, and we need to do it from scratch. Scientist A agrees and throws out the sample. While throwing it out, a loud bang was heard. An alarm blared, and a man on a loudspeaker informed the scientists that one of the Titans was attacking the facility. The scientists panic. The sample. Scientist B says, leave it, says Scientist A. They rush towards a metallic cylinder. A roar shook the facility like a tremor. They stumble in and slam the glass casing of a red emergency button. They press, and the pod blasts into the water. The pod goes full speed and breaks the water's surface. Thinking in the clears relax as the pod hovers over the water. Suddenly a wall of water overwhelms the pod and pushes it under the surface. The pod turns around to face a black creature with blue eyes and jagged dorsal fins on its spine. It opens its mouth to reveal a blue light. Its spine fins light up the same color, and a blue fire bursts out. An explosion emanates from the water. Back on the coast of Japan, a tsunami warning blares on loudspeaker across the city. The citizens are overwhelmed with fear. What are we gonna do? We can't evacuate the city, we're doomed. Fear not, citizens, for I am here, hope has arrived. All Might rushes to the coast. He looks at the wall of water rushing to the beach at terrifying speed. He smiles, and gust of wind replaces his body. All Might runs across the water and prepares a giant smash. Suddenly a giant tail rises out of the water and splits the wave in half. What the? All Might thinks. He dives into the ocean to see what hero did that incredible feat. It had to be a hero, right? All Might thinks. His face turns from awe to shock. A giant black figure swimming. It turns to him and growls. A massive hole opens and sucks the monster in whole. All Might fights against the pull of the water, only to be pushed out by a sudden wave of water that pushed him to the surface. He regains his balance and dashes to the beach with one thing on his mind. What the hell was that thing? Kilometers away on the other end of the beach, Izuku basks in the shallows of the ocean, splashing around with his mother. Save me from the villain. Please, Super All Might. Deku laughs like All Might and says, don't worry, I will punch him and save you, ma'am. He makes a fists and says, Detroit Smash. A burst of wind knocks Deku face first into the water. He raises his head and looks at his fist. Did I do that? His mom points, shakes her head in silence, and points behind him. A smoke cloud rises from the horizon. They both look in confusion at the looming cloud of smoke. It looks like Kachan's quirk. Deku thinks. A small wave of neon blue liquid slowly creeps towards Deku hut. He is still distracted by the smoke. It touches his leg. A small cut from one of Bakugo's beatings is filled with the liquid and slips into Deku's blood. Deku winced in pain. He looks at his foot and sees a broken vial with a writing. Combination, K, G, M, R, K. He screams in pain. It hurts, Mom, he says. His eyes roll back and he passes out. Hours later, he wakes up in a hospital. A doctor is speaking with his mother. He can't hear what they're saying, but she looks relieved. He looks at his hands and suddenly a massive blade comes out of his hand. Deku is startled, but he soon realizes what it was. A power, he says. Mom, I got a. The blade retracts into his hand. His mom looks at him in relief and comes running in. You're awake, thank goodness. What did you say before? He looks at his hand in confusion. He shakes his head and smiles. Nothing mom, everything is fine. She hugs him tightly. Let's go home Izuku. That will conclude part 1 of What If Deku Was King of the Monsters. Please like and subscribe for more and have an amazing day everyone.